It's always nice to get a game in there like where just everything works offensively and defensively, and Riverdale, they're outmanned right now just with low varsity numbers, but I told the guys that we did what we had to. I think Connor had like an 80-yard touchdown run, and Justice had a really long run, and I think I know Jeremiah had a really really long run.
So you had to be happy with the defense too. I mean, and they keep getting better.
Yeah, for sure. We had some really good game tackling. Again, their offense is a little unorthodox, but our guys played well against the run. They had a couple passes early that we just made a few adjustments and kind of took that away from them. So I think it was a matter of things were blocked well, and Connor made some really nice cuts and just outran everyone. Justice is the past 3 weeks has just run great inside the tackles, and he had a little bit of an ankle issue early on, but now we're seeing him healthy. Dimitri can kind of do it all inside and outside, and Jeremiah he's been probably the most consistent guy. One because he's been healthy, but just getting his 5 or 6 yards on most carries and finding just that little bit of space. So I can't really put my finger on it. I know the pretty much until week 3, we were out, one or two linemen, we were out of skilled position guys, but yeah, I just like to think that each week that we continue to drill the same thing and our, guys get better at what their jobs are. It's disappointing it didn't happen earlier because I think we could have done this earlier to teams. But for whatever reason, it didn't happen. And just each week, as you've seen, we've just gotten a little bit better, a little more comfortable. Our line is doing a really nice job of, just with our scheme and blocking guys and all that. Coach DeMay's been working really good with those guys, so it's going good right now. I'm expecting a really good game, to be honest. Sherrard's played well throughout the year. They played Newman super tight. They played Rockridge super tight. Orion, they pulled off the win last week. So they're fine for their playoffs hopes. But at the same time, we got about four games in a row, which I think we've been playing pretty well. Yesterday's practice was super good. The guys were super focused and just talking football, and just they were on point with everything. So I told the guys, I said, man, I wish we played tomorrow because man, the Tuesday practice was just awesome. For whatever reason, I don't know. Maybe it was just the weather or something, but it went really well. So I think we're going to have a great game. Both teams really playing hard, and we'll see. Hopefully, it doesn't come down to the very last possession. According to our stats, they pass about 65% of the time. So they definitely pass more. So that's emphasis this week. The quarterback does a nice job working the pocket, escaping blitzes or outside rushes from the DNs, and he keeps his eyes down the field. So he's pretty good, and they got a receiver number 4 who's pretty special. But every game we've seen, he makes one or two just spectacular catches. So we have to know where he's at all the time. Yeah, it's super exciting. We have three of their best players playing on varsity, and then there's a couple guys that I tell Coach Foster to maybe just limit their touches or limit them on one side of the ball or the other, since they help us on varsity, and they continue to just crank out good games and continue to improve. And that's kind of a tribute to one, our fresh soft coaches working well with those guys, but also the freshman group has stepped up and taken the advantage of opportunities that they might not have had if the other sophomores were playing a little bit more.